persons failing to take the vaccine, while the announcement by WHO that it's no longer a global health emergency is also believed to have fueled the misconception. These unvaccinated persons insist the disease is over and have no plans to take the vaccine.
I think COVID-19 it has gone now because I've not seen any case of COVID-19.
Have you vaccinated?
Not yet.
Why?
I'll do that when the time is right.
Is COVID still in existence? I thought it's gone. I haven't vaccinated. Nothing.
Well, from the medical point of view, let's get a state of affairs. Dr. Kwesi Jokoto is Volta Regional Director of the Ghana Health Service, Director of Health. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Jokoto. So you wouldn't fault people, I mean, we just spoke to them, questioning if COVID is still around with you, especially because of what the WHO has said and the Ghana Health Service own lacks in the communication.
Good evening to all your listeners. Yeah, indeed, I'm not going to fault anybody for thinking that COVID-19 is not to be given any kind of attention at the moment. The communication has not gone down too well, or people have misrepresented the statement by WHO. So WHO said that COVID-19 is no more a public health emergency of international concern, but it didn't say that COVID-19 was no more a public health concern. Between the 12th of June and the 9th of July, per WHO's own statistics, you notice that the world globally, we recorded 794,000 cases, and we've had 4,800 deaths. So this is not a condition that one can claim that does not need any kind of attention. Yes, indeed, COVID-19 still needs some good attention. We all know the potential of infectious diseases should we lose our guard. In Ghana, and let me say specifically in the Volta region, a lot of capacity has been built over the past 3 years. Our public health systems have been strengthened. We can speak of treatment centers that have been established. We can talk about ICUs, internal intensive care units that we've also established in strategic places within the Volta region. The capacity of health workers to deliver has also been enhanced. But what we ought to do as individuals in these times of peace, because we don't have as many cases as we used to have, we are not as overwhelmed as we used to be overwhelmed perhaps about a year and a half ago. What we ought to do is to prepare further. Our emergency preparedness and response we should get it right. And one of the things that we ought to do as individuals is to ensure that, first of all, our immunity is well built. So we still continue to talk about good nutrition, same thing that we talked about when COVID-19 was at its peak. We talk about regular exercise. What again can you do to protect yourself against
the disease? Indeed. And just for the benefit of the public, is COVID still killing people? The cause of death? And if you have an idea of the case count as we speak?
We may be recording far less mortalities, but sporadically, we've been recording COVID-19 cases sporadically, but not at the rate at which we recorded it at the peak of the pandemic. So yes, COVID-19 still exists. People are still getting COVID-19 infections. And like I gave you the statistics across the world and across Africa. It's pretty evident that the virus is still very much in circulation. So it's still very important for us to take the necessary precautions.
Indeed, rightly so. Thank you, Dr. Kwesi Jokoto. Appreciate your time here on Ghana Tonight, the Volta Regional Director of Health at the Ghana Health Service. Thank you very much for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. As always, on behalf of the rest of the team, we appreciate your company. Join me tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on TV3 and also on 3FM 92.7 for Key Point. I am Alfred Ocansey. Have a good night.
Ghana Tonight is brought to you by
Flamingo Paint. Superior durability, superior hiding, superior coverage, simply superior.